Hey guys, looks like I missed a good day today. I was out with the family doing some stuff today, so I wasn't able to trade. Just had those overnight calls that were really nice to open. So here we finally broke through this 398.5 range here of resistance. So we were just sitting here chopping. But as you can see, even though we broke out of this range, we have a bigger overall range here of 401.2 to 390.1. So really we need to close over this level right here tomorrow in order for me to believe we're going to be pushing up here. If tomorrow, which is FOMOC minutes, closes us over 401.2, which is the daily 200 EMA, then I will look for a push up and probably touch 405.3, which would be on Friday, because remember, market is closed on Thursday. However, if we come up here tomorrow and we really hard reject 401.2 and FOMOC minutes, which I don't really think they're going to be very bullish. I mean, all it's really going to do is pretty much remind us that Jay Powell is hawkish and we're probably going to get a 75 basis point hike or at least 50, and he's not pivoting. So either way, though, if we reject here and we close below 401.2 tomorrow, even if we wick through like we did here, I will take puts to play into Friday at expecting a downturn move here. We did break out of the diamond pattern here, which should provide some upside. It obviously doesn't tell you how high it's going to go, but it does show that we're going to go up a little bit. If we start breaking down tomorrow, though, 398.5 will be support. And I'm going to be looking all the way down here to 394.7. We have some looser supports in here, as you can see, but these are our main supports. So I'm just kind of looking at the big, huge support areas, and that's where we are right here. So looking at futures, so we did have the diamond pattern going here too, but we broke through that. So I wanted to show you a different pattern here. We are in this rising bull channel right here, but we're also now in a really nice rising wedge, this blue one right here. And we're right at this daily 200 EMA here also, which on futures is 40.25 is the actual level, but resistance is at 40.28. So we broke through, which our upside was 4,000. So now we're looking at 40.10 for our resistance right here. Excuse me, right here. If we close over 40.10 and especially 40.28 tomorrow, then I'm going to be looking for 40.60 and then maybe even 40.90 on Friday. However, same thing. We reject here at the 200 EMA and we close, especially below 40.10, but especially below 40.28 tomorrow. Then I'm on Friday be looking to come back down here and test support at 39.55. So looking at Tesla, so Tesla did have another low put in today, another 52-week low put in today. We hit that 166.19. We are now at day 7 of the drop here, and I did the analyzing. And day 7 of dropping, and we're about 17.2% from here to here, is about average of the drop before we see a push up. So we could be looking at some upside here, which basically what I'm eyeing is that tomorrow, unless we open and close or open below 170, which is basically opening red, and close red, so we never see green all day tomorrow, we're going to take out this first falling wedge, and that's going to push us up where we can maybe consider touching the 175 to 180 range. The max upside I see by sometime early next week is right about here on Tuesday, about 186.9 to 185.2. Once we start getting up in this range up here, I will be looking at some more puts to come back down here. So let's just talk about the VIX real quick. We had a gap fill back here from August 19th. I was trying to remember what happened on the 19th, but I really can't remember what would have caused the 19th to the 22nd was a weekend, this massive VIX spike. But we gap filled it finally now. So the next big level here is this 19.7. Someone else pointed this out, so I'll talk about it here. If you can see, every peak, and you can even look back in January's peak right here too, every peak has touched almost, besides February, which came all the way down to 19.9, but every peak has broken 20 on the VIX before the top of the rally was in. So this is February 10th, this is April, and this is August. So if you go back to SPY here, here's February, or this is the one I was talking about in January. There's the February peak, which this was a low peak here. Here's the April peak, and then here's the the August peak, the August peak. So if you can see here, every peak came down here, and this one was a short peak here, but this is the other one back here in January that basically started the bear market. So as you can see here, we are getting into the spot where we can start thinking about going long on on puts, long on puts. If we end up hitting 19.7 sometime either tomorrow or maybe Friday or early next week, I would consider maybe starting to open like a 30 to 60 DTE position. But otherwise, until we get down there, I'm not interested in it yet. But if you zoom out here, way out in the VIX, so this even touches 2021 here, you can see almost all of 2022's trading has happened above 19.7. Really, the majority of our trading has taken place, I would say, somewhere between 19.7 and 29.9. So we're getting to the extreme low here, which should provide the upside push. So there is Jay Powell on, it's the 30th, so I believe that's next Wednesday. Let me see if I can find it on the market calendar real quick to confirm that. He's supposed to be speaking again. Let's see if I can see if it's on the calendar or not. Yep. So on Wednesday the 30th at 1:30 p.m., Jay Powell speaks at the Brookings Institute. We have some PCE, PMI. We have an unemployment rate next week. So potentially with FOMOC minutes this week and everything else going on next week, economic-wise, data-wise, and then Jay Powell speaking, we could end up seeing the top put in. So that means we could, by next week, come up here and touch this green resistance line and then start seeing our move down. And that'll take us into December, which is going to be right here on the 13th. Where is it at? Right here, 13th and 14th would be CPI. So we could end up, if we push up here, we could end up coming down here and being somewhere around 390 before CPI and FOMOC. And then that's going to either push us through the bear market or it's going to push us back down here to 350s. All right, hope you guys had a good day trading. I will be back trading tomorrow. We'll trade FOMOC minutes and we'll just kind of see what the market gives us. All right, you guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning to this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated to my videos. This is the Lifetime Discord link. If that does not work, go ahead and drop me a comment or send me a message and I'll get you a new one. On the Discord, I do pre-market update with key supports and resistance from overnight. I also do live analysis and commentary throughout the day on SPY and Tesla. And I also do my live alerts for call-outs for plays that you guys see in my daily log. You can follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Reddit under Daddy Dersh.